Hello. Hi, how are you? It is Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be introducing my product use up for 2022. Pretty sure it just almost said 2020. 2022. This is the makeup portion. I will do a separate like bath and body portion, but I definitely don't have as many bath and body products in my bathroom closet as I used to, so it's not like as essential that I choose to use those things up. Those are also things that I use every day: shampoo, body wash, face wash. I use those things every day, so it's not like I'm never going to use them. But this is the makeup portion. I have chosen some things that I just want to kind of just remove from my collection for one reason or another, if nothing else, just to remember to use them. We're just gonna get to it. I have a bunch of setting sprays, and typically I don't use setting spray. I will use a setting spray on my face, but my favorite way to use a setting spray is to use as the medium to foil an eyeshadow. So a lot of these don't really serve that purpose because they have like a skincare benefit. I don't usually use those to foil an eyeshadow, so I want to use these up as actual setting sprays or priming sprays, something like that. So the first is the Pur Cosmetics Lit Mist. This is an illuminating setting spray, which is pretty terrifying to me. I'm definitely going to use this the most in the winter, so I'll start using this in January, February, March. You know, I'm going to get as far as I can with this in the drier months, and then I'll finish it right away or set it aside to finish in the, October, November, December drier months. I don't usually think that most setting sprays elongate the life of my makeup. I say this all the time whenever I talk about setting sprays. The only setting spray that I truly think makes my makeup last longer is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I don't actually have one of those right now, but I'm not buying any setting sprays until I finish a lot. So this is the first one that I want to finish up. The second that isn't really like a skincare thing is the Friends Makeup Revolution and Friends Monica. This is the calming fixing spray with hyaluronic and vitamin E. This one is a little bit scented, so that also kind of makes me not want to use it near my eyes. I don't really know that it would matter, but for some reason I have it in my head that I can't do that. So I'll either try and end up with an eye infection, or it will be fine. We'll see. But this is just a little mini, so this won't take that long. If I can use any of these as foiling sprays, I will go through them very quickly because I foil eyeshadow every time I wear a shimmering eyeshadow. The other two are both from e.l.f. and these have skincare benefits in them, so these will be actual setting sprays. So the first is the Matte Blotting Mist with Kaolin Clay from e.l.f. I like the smell of this. It smells like that spot treatment that you put on your zits that dries and it's pink. That's kind of what it smells like. I kind of like the smell of this. I have used this in the past. I mean, you can see, I'll mark all this after this video. I haven't done that yet, but you can see that I've used this. I don't really think that this mattifies that well, but I also don't pay attention. Like that's my biggest flaw for reviewing makeup. I don't remember to pay attention to how it's actually working. The other is the e.l.f. Balancing Spray infused with geranium oil. Need a boost, mist onto face throughout the day. I've never used this. It smells a little bit citrusy. Oh, it smells like an Aveda product actually. Like kind of earthy, not citrusy, earthy. It smells good. I have two primers next. The first is the Rodial, I don't know. Soft Focus Glow Drops. This is an illuminating glow primer. This came in a FabFitFun. I've got some use on it. Illuminating things always scare me, and that's why I tend to not use them, but I'm realizing that I just need to get over that and use them. But this smells really good. It smells like just a delicious skincare. I can't put my finger on what this smells like, but it smells good. The other primer is the Smith & Colt Blackdrop Mattifying Face Primer. I don't use a ton of primer anymore, so that's part of the reason I've chosen these two to finish. I have a couple more in my drawer that I could finish. I don't use it regularly enough that I feel confident choosing more primers. If I happen to finish these two, I will absolutely add in another one or two, or depending on how quickly I finish these. But this one is cool because it looks like you can see where you're applying it because it's black at first, and then you smooth it out, and it smells very clean. I think my hand feel very nice when I use it, so I should probably remember that and use it on my face. I use it on my hands, but I think my hands look great. Anyway, I should probably just put lotion on my hands, that would also work. I have one concealer in here because I'm bad at using concealer and finishing concealer, but this is only half full. But this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have the color Light Natural, number 125. This is really full coverage. I don't really love this for that reason. I'm not a full coverage kind of gal, so that's why this is going to take me a long time to use up. But if you like full coverage, ooh, I would try that because it is a lot. I have a bunch of powders. One is a rollover from my project last year. This is the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. And I tried to mark this, like get it all down here at the side and then mark it. I think that this powder is nice. I don't love a loose powder as much as I like a pressed powder, so that's why I'm trying to use up all of these loose powders. But I don't think anything's wrong with the product. I just prefer a pressed powder. And then we also have the CoverFX Translucent Light Perfect Setting Powder. This is a little mini. I have finished a mini, maybe 2 of this in the past. And again, there's nothing wrong with the product. I just don't use a lot of loose setting powders. But I love the packaging for this. It has a little sifter lid that you can sift out your product. I really like the packaging of that. Then we have the KVD Locket Setting Powder Translucent. I've chosen so many powders to use up, and I know that several of them are minis, but it is still going to take me a long time. But this is just a translucent setting powder. I use not a lot of the powder. Most of the time when I'm using a loose setting powder, I'm using it under my eyes as I'm doing my eyeshadow. Not to bake or lock in concealer because that looks terrible on me when I do that. To catch any eyeshadow fallout, that's a lot of the time what I'm using a loose powder for. We have the e.l.f. Make Me Matte. This one I think is open, so I don't think I can. I don't know why this is such a mess. I think there's a lid that locks in here, but it's a mess. I feel like I've used this powder before, but I have no memory of how it performs. I do use powder when I'm, if I'm wearing concealer. I just use whatever powder to set my concealer. And then the last thing is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Finishing Powder, and I haven't used Mineral Veil in so long. This one is not open yet, so I'm not going to make a giant mess before I mark it, but I used to use Mineral Veil all of the time. Like, I think that was the first face powder that I used. And I just haven't used it in so long, so I'm kind of excited to see how I like it. Okay, I'm putting this in here even though I know I'm not going to finish it. This is a rollover product from last year as well. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. I used this almost every day last year and it looks like it's never been touched. I don't understand how people use bronzer so quickly. I used it as an eyeshadow, as a crease shade. It's never been touched. I don't understand. But I'm gonna do my darndest to put even if I don't finish that this year, even if I just hit pan in that this year, that will be the most immense achievement ever. This is an eyeshadow primer. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Brightening Eyeshadow Base. I've just had this for a long time. We all know that my favorite eyeshadow base is the Milani, and I feel like there's no point in me having any others, so I just want to finish these, unless it sucks, and then I'm going to remove it, but, I've never used it, so I don't know how it works. It feels kind of empty already. When I pull the wand out, it feels like there's no product on here. We'll see about that. It is swatching on my hand. But then I have 2 shadow sticks. The Milani Shadow Eyes in Champagne Toast and in Brown Deluxe. I've had these for a very long time. I'm not going to tell you years, multiple years. But they're still very creamy. They still apply beautifully. They're not patchy, they don't fade. I love these. I wish they still made these because I don't love their new shadow sticks as much as I enjoyed these. They're not bad, but these are just so good. I gotta figure out how to mark these, probably on a piece of paper. But we're gonna use these also as a reminder just for me to use shadow sticks because I'm the worst at remembering to use shadow sticks. I have one more rollover product from last year. This is the Super Shock Shadow in Party 5. And I'll just have to take pictures. I don't know, I can't mark this in any way. There's a little bit of pan in here. This is a really nice, a red-blue, shifty sheer shade. I think that this will greatly benefit from being used over an eyeshadow base, so hopefully it looks good with brown, because that's the... And then I have a bunch of lip products, a couple lip balms. The first is the Jane Iredale Lip Drink Lip Balm in the color Buff. Yeah, just a buff lip balm. This is very sheer, so I think that if I'm not a freaking baby about it, I can use this very quickly. We have the Skyn Iceland Limited Edition Berry Fix Wintered Red Algae. This is just a little sample. I'll have to see if I can shine a light in here to mark this. It smells like a berry lip balm. Smells nice. And then last for the lip balms, we have the Catrice Powerful 5 Lip Care with Hyaluron, Watermelon, Goji Berry, Cucumber, and Ginger Root. This is actually tinted, so it's not, you know, like full color, but it's a little something. This is the perfect everyday color for me. A few Buxom products in here. The first is the Full On Lip Cream in Hot Toddy. This is another like everyday color for me. I love the Buxom Full On Lip Creams. They're some of my favorite lip products. The other Buxom lip product is the Full On Lip Cream in French Martini, and this is like a special one. I got it also a couple years ago, but it won't fit in my lip gloss drawer. So that's the main reason that, or lip gloss stand. So that is the main reason that I want to finish this one, because I have to lay it down, and I could try to rip this little gem off, but that would be sad. I do like this color. I think it's really pretty, but that's the main reason this one was chosen over any of the other Buxom lip products, because this gem is just too big for my lip gloss drawer. And then I have a couple of rollover lip products from last year. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. It's beautiful. I just don't wear lip liner every day. The Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in Hush Hush. I love this color. I love this product. I love this lip liner. This is a lip liner you can wear as a lip crayon, which I do. I just already have a full size and I need to finish this baby. And then the Colourpop Lippy Stick in Lumiere. And I was so close to the end of this last year. Not really close. I used like half of it, but I want to finish this because it's getting quite old. The last things are all perfumes. I have one rollover. This is a roller ball. This is the Tocca Giulietta roller ball. I think this smells delicious. I just never use roller balls. I smell like a fancy old lady, and I am into that. We have a little baby of the Clinique Happy, one of my favorite scents, cheerful and delightful. Two more minis. This is the Giorgio Armani Sea Passion. This is a little travel spray. I have a full size of this, so I don't need two. This smells so nice. Like, really fancy lady. You can tell that I'm not a fancy lady because I describe things as a fancy lady. And then we have the Kate Spade New York in Full Bloom. This is very floral, and I also love this. This is the Escada Taj Sunset. I love Escada perfumes. They're always my favorite. They're always limited edition. They smell so fruity and delicious. I just love them. But I've held on to them for a very long time, and I feel like it's so close to like finishing something, I should just finish it, right? And then the Juicy Couture Tour La La Malibu. I don't know how many iterations there are of this perfume. I think it smells nice. It smells younger than I am, which I like. Maybe I shouldn't be wearing it, but I do think this smells really nice. So we're gonna try to finish this guy. And again, I'll mark everything. That is my project use up intro for 2022. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Let me know what you guys are trying to use up this year. I'm probably going to start a project pan of some type as well. This is like a general use up, but there are a lot of themed project pans. So I probably will start one of those yet. I haven't chosen it at this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to you in my next video.